Welcome to another Pokemon TCG Deck. Today we're looking at Decidueye from Darkness Ablaze. Yes, Decidueye is one of my favorite last evolution starters. I kind of like Decidueye. He's pretty good. 140 HP is on the low side, unfortunately. Normally you see about 160, so that's not. It's pretty low. Grass type, so you have things at your disposal like Rowlet Executor to speed up evolutions. You have things like Rillaboom to accelerate energy. You have things like Turffield Stadium to hunt down evolutions in your deck faster. Yeah, you've got a few tricks for grass type Pokemon right now. 2 retreat cost is great because Air Balloon gets you free retreat. Weakness to fire isn't too great because of things like Center Scorch. However, it does prevent that because of its ability, which is Deep Forest Camo, and it says, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your Pokemon V, by your opponent's Pokemon V, or GXs. That is really good, actually, which means most of the meta won't be able to hit it. You don't really see any other meta besides Vs or GXs, so that's really good, right now anyway. And for 1 grass, 1 colorless energy, we have Splitting Arrow, 90 damage, and this attack also does 20 damage to 2 of your opponent's better Pokemon, which is good. It's sniping, we like this a lot. So, he's not alone, obviously. We're going to see his pet upward today. First off, we have Crobat. Everybody knows what Crobat does by now. When you get Crobat, put it on the bench, drop to 6. We like Crobat. Crobat is amazing. We also have 3 copies of Rowlet and Alolan Executor because of their first attack for 0 energy, mind you. Search your deck for a card that evolves from one of your one of your grass Pokemon. Sorry, I went a bit tongue-tied there. And put it onto that Pokemon to evolve it. You can then hunt for a stage 2 and then do the same thing over and over again until it can't evolve anymore or you don't have a card in your deck. Which is great because it's a fast way to get the Decidueye out as quickly as possible. And we also have 2 copies of Gliscopod, which does a very hard-hitting attack for 30 damage, but 50 extra for each V and GX that your opponent has in play, which is good. That means things like Crobat and Dedenne just stack up Gliscopod's damage even higher, which is great. We also have 1 Crushing Hammer, 2 Great Balls, 2 copies of Pokemon Communications, 4 Quick Balls, 3 Rare Candies, 3 Switches, 2 Turffield Stadiums, 2 Bird Keepers, 2 Boss's Orders, 1 Eric's Hospitality, 1 Marnie, 4 copies of Professor's Research, 1 copy of Skylar, 3 Big Charms, 2 copies of Twin Energy, and 11 Grass Energy. I might make a few changes, so I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so we made a few changes. I got rid of 2 Rare Candies to make room for 1 because Rowlet Executor makes space for that. I added on an extra Skylar, an extra Marnie, and I added on 2 Weakness Guard Energy, should I say, which takes off our fire weakness since obviously Center Scorch. But with that being said, let's get into it. I'm looking pretty excited for this. Let's go. Okay. Celestial Storm case. Cannot tell what this deck could be. No clue. Absolutely no clue. Dude, do you remember when Rayquaza was like a complete beast? Do you remember that? Dude, Rayquaza was a complete beast when he used to be out. Like when he was initially out and Celestial Storm just came out and stuff like that, he was a complete tank. Alright, cool. Rowlet and Executor. Hopefully Great Ball gets me a Rowlet, I hope. Oh, I hope he does. So I think. Okay, cool. So it's a grass deck. I don't have to worry about that too much. Decidueye, another Rowlet, and an Executor. Do I have a switch just in case? I do not. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna attach Big Charm and just go with that. Hopefully put some more Pokemon on the bench. Then I can do Eric's Hospitality. Of course, Caterpie has the ability that they can evolve even though it's their first turn. Same with Metapod. It's such an aggressive way to get a stage 2 Pokemon out. It's really aggressive. Oh gosh. Yeah, it's just a really aggressive Pokemon. It's a shame it doesn't do a lot more damage than you'd hope. That's like the one shame. If it did like 50 damage plus Poisoning Confusion, I'm pretty sure Butterfree would be close to tournament worthy. I'm pretty sure there'll be ways to go around it. So it works with Parasect, which does more damage per confusion, which is understandable. You could either have, well, I mean, even Toxicroak adds on 2 extra from poisoning. I don't know, how would you go about that? I suppose you could do this deck either way. You could either do Parasect to get the extra damage on confusion, or you could do Toxicroak to get the extra damage on what's it called? On what's the word? You do extra damage on the poisoning. I'm going to do Boss's Orders to put Paras down because I'm hoping that they don't have a switch. If they don't have switch, then they're going to have to waste energy to get rid of Paras. I'm just hoping. I'm hoping that they don't because otherwise I've just wasted Boss's Orders entirely. Then obviously next turn I could put on Extra Hospitality, get the charging in. I just need to make sure. Yeah, they wouldn't do that unless they had a switch in their hand. They wouldn't do that unless they had a switch. Oh no, they would. Okay. Well, we got the evolution going now. I can basically get all this sorted. Wimpod wouldn't be much help, but we got twin energies, so I suppose if we had any help, that would be it. So the whole point of this deck is that ideally, Rowlet and Alolan Executor shouldn't be able to attack. That's the whole point. They're supposed to be the front line and evolve up Decidueye like quickly. Once that's done, fish around for a switch, swap over to Decidueye, and then you're good from there. I know it's risking it with Center Scourge because obviously you don't want to go through all that stuff and what have you, but I mean, I would rather... But then I suppose getting Rowlet and Executor is better than fishing for a rare candy throughout your deck, because you can't have like a bunch of rare candy. You could even... That's why we put in Skylar. Just in case we don't want to do Rowlet and Executor, we put in Skylar to help us fish out for rare candy. Turffield Stadium gets us Decidueye, then we just evolve Rowlet from there. But obviously you don't want to keep doing that, so it's a bit trade for trade at that point. Right, I could do two things. I could either get Decidueye, rare candy, go into evolve Rowlet. I could get Golisopod, evolve him, and immediately attack afterwards. Which, to be honest, I probably should do. Or I could switch to Rowlet, do Twin Energy, and then just retreat. Because I'm not exactly going to do as much damage anyway, so... Might as well. Only problem is now, I'm a bit stuck. That's the only problem with now, is that if he gets the energy, I'm stuck. Or I could pop off a Skylar to get Quick Ball to then get Crobat. Okay. Which means if he does 30 plus Poison makes 10, and then 2, 4, 6. So then that would be 100 damage for one energy. Ugh. That's not ideal, is it? Not really ideal. But yeah, if we're gonna do it that way, then I'm gonna... Yeah, okay, we can do this in a way we get rid of all of our hand. I'm gonna put Big Charm on Wimpod, then do Skylar to get Quick Ball, use Turffield Stadium to get Decidueye, use that rare candy, Quick Ball, get rid of our Turffield Stadium, and then just get Crobat. Once we get Crobat, we've got a whole draw of 6. We've used our supporter, unfortunately, but I'd rather, you know, go through that than dead draw. Right, so we got 250. That means they need to hit us 3 more times. If they get that other Parasect up, it's going to be even shorter than that. Probably about 2... No, still 3 more times, because it'll be 240. No, but then plus the poisoning would... No, actually, no. That would probably... Yeah. Oh, it's Burn and Confusion. Oh, wow. I didn't think it was Burn and Confusion. Yeah, that might be 2 turns then. So, we got rid of Burn at least, but then that's... 60 damage. Look at that. Oh, that's fantastic. That is fantastic, actually. Right, so Decidueye. Let's go. Right, so rare candy, pop on Rowlet, pop on Decidueye. It's 2 retreat costs. That's fine. We can work with that. I'm gonna say Wimpod, because if we have to lose a prize, I'd rather lose Decidueye. Skylar, get me a Quick Ball, please. Just to check, we have Crobat. We do. We got both of them, which is fantastic. That is fantastic. Right, then Quick Ball. Get rid of Turffield Stadium. Get us a Crobat, please. That is amazing. How are you guys doing today? Actually, I'm not doing too bad. I'm kind of getting a bit excited for Vivid Voltage. It's turning out to be really. I'm actually getting very, very excited for Vivid Voltage. Right, Crushing Hammer, get rid of Buff Freeze 1. Okay, maybe not. But yeah, I'm actually getting really, really excited for Vivid Voltage. It's gonna be so much fun when it comes out. I can't wait to get Gigantamax Pikachu, and we also get the amazing rares, which is fun. I think in terms of visually, I would love to get a Rayquaza. Rayquaza has been my favorite legendary Pokemon for a while. If they had a Giratina card, I would have loved to take Giratina, but they don't. But obviously, Rayquaza has like significance to me because it was my first legendary I ever caught. It was the mascot of the first game I ever got, like Pokemon game I ever got. Oof, we still tanked the hit. Oh my god, and Birdkeeper as well, fantastic. But we are running very low on HP for a lot of our boys. Right, Decidueye. Oh no Dartrix? I guess Decidueye's got to do, I suppose. I guess it's got to do. We can get the other Crobat out, I guess. Yeah, I suppose getting the other Crobat out won't hurt too much. How many rare candies do we have left? None. We've got 0 rare candies. Which means we need to start working quickly to get Dartrix from here. And the other rare candy. No, we used 1 rare candy, didn't we? Ooh, which means we need to work to get Dartrix. Okay. Okay, we can mess around with this. He still hasn't managed to pick up his Butterfree. Which makes me think, does he even have the Butterfree? Because you wouldn't waste that much time and not evolve to Butterfree. Well, you have got it somehow. Right, Rosa, Energy, Pokemon, and Trainer. So I'm guessing Caterpie. Obviously, Energy. Professor's Research. Okay. So how much damage does that do? That would be 30. Burn makes it 50. Poison makes it 60. Be 2. Okay. I think I'd just survive. So yeah, 30 base. Burn makes it 50. Poison makes it 60. Parasect 80. Parasect 100. 120, 140. I think I'd just survive. Just about. Literally just survived. Have I used all my switches though? No. I'm gonna rely on Skylar and hope they actually got me it. Oof, look at that. So close. Right. Let's use Turffield Stadium first to actually double check if I do have my switch. I do not, which means the last switch is in the prizes. Can't really get Birdkeeper either, which is also very annoying. I could start going back to ramp up. Oh boy. You know what? Could probably start. Let's get Skylar. Let's see what Skylar can get me. Communications, there's not really any point because no one's actually worth it. Boss's Orders would be useful because I can start getting those pesky Parasect. No point doing Marnie because I'm just giving him more draw in the long run. So yeah, we'll stick with Boss's Orders. Right, I'm gonna just I could go for it. But then if I don't get heads, I'm knocked out and I'm just gonna lose to someone else. That's gonna be 4 prizes I'm just gonna give away for no reason. So you know what? I should probably just put on the Decidueye. Oh boy, that is a fat risk. Right, Splitting Arrow, and I'm gonna charge up both Parasect. Right, so how much damage would that do? How much damage does that do altogether? 30? I've got to do maths again. 30 plus the 20 makes it 50. Poison makes it 60. Then Parasect would make it 80. 140. I lost by this one big charm. I survived by the single big charm. Oh man. I lost by that single big charm. If I didn't have big charm, I would be in a very difficult situation. Okay, good thing I can maths. Okay, right. I'm gonna say Boss's Orders to go for one of the Parasect and hope and pray that we pop a heads. Yes! Right, aim for that Butterfree and aim for the Parasect. Right, Poisoning will make me survive 1 turn as well, so we're good. Dartrix as well. Yes, that's just what I wanted. Ah, fantastic. Oh, I forgot about Panic Spores and the Poisoning. Oh no, I forgot about the Poisoning. Right, Golisopod will have to come in next. I can evolve I can bring up Dartrix. I probably should have put on more Dartrix. Now that I think about it, I probably should have put on more Dartrix. I'll do that in between this game and the next game because we really flubbed it. Oh, crud. There it is, the dreaded card. I hate getting boss's orders used against me, but I love using it. It's such an annoying card, dude. I hate it. I really don't like it. If I can get Twin Energy, that would be great, but am I really gonna survive that? Probably not. Because then that one Butterfree is gonna come back and just destroy me afterwards. If I can get that one Twin Energy, but then if I use that one Twin Energy, I've basically lost out on everything else. Man, I don't think we got this. I don't think we got it. If I use Professor's Research now, I lose both Decidueye. It's basically pointless. Ah man, it's all pointless. It's really all pointless. I would get the knockout with Dartrix, but then I'll just get knocked out by Butterfree. No, I haven't even got my switch. I haven't even got another switch. There could have been a way I could have done this actually, but I don't have my switch. Damn it. I really don't have a switch. That's all I needed as well. All I needed was just one switch. And it's not here. I could have actually done it. Thinking about it, I could have actually done it. Oh my god, I could have actually, if I just doubled down and gone for the twin, I could have knocked out Butterfree and then... Oh wow, I could have actually probably got through this. But alright, well let's make some changes then. I'll get to you in the next game. Okay, colorless. Alright, it's not too bad. We did get a, I added in just one more Dartrix, just because obviously the rare candy is still there to help. So I just want to make sure that we do this properly. So I think adding in just one more Dartrix would probably help. Right, I'm going to put in Wimpod because Wimpod has the highest HP. Next turn I'm probably going to do, I don't know, Dartrix. I think I might change around Marnie and Professor's Research. I might add in 2 Professor's Research and just 4 Marnie. There's not really much of a point just doing that. Like, there's not really much of a point doing Professor's Research and losing out on valuable cards because we just got that in the last game. We just literally lost out on both the Decidueye. Granted, we couldn't do anything with it, but you know what? It's perfectly fine, I guess. I know if anything, I probably should have stuck with Golisopod on that one. I mean, there might have been a way we could have got around it, but I didn't really see much of it coming out in our favor. Because then if they did Boss's Orders again, and they did Dartrix, we would have straight up lost. Like, straight up. Right, so it looks like Mad Party, so no V's, unfortunately. If they hit 4 Pokemon, which they don't, which is good for us, all we need to do now... I mean, to be honest, I could have even kept Rowlet in there and done Birdkeeper. I could have got rid of Acidity or even that Bumblebee. But we get Golisopod, so that's good. I'm going to attach Weakness Energy onto Dartrix because that still counts as energy anyway. Then Hard Time Smash, because of that. Literally because of that Oricorio, we went from 30 to 80. That is insane. Okay, so Oricorio obviously gets some extra draw, which is fine. Not fussed about Oricorio too much. That Poltegeist has already got 20 because we took out the Bumblebee. So they need to hit 7 Pokemon in the discard pile if they want to get rid of us. Which, I'm not gonna lie, could probably be doable in this one turn. I'm not gonna lie to you, it sounds like it could really be done. So they already got 1, so they need just an extra 6 Pokemon down. Oh yeah, I feel like that could be done. I think that could be done. Alright, ideally if I was in his shoes, I would do the Poltegeist ability, then Oricorio's ability to get a whole bunch of draw. You haven't used your support yet, so there's no point. See if you can get Professor's Research, get rid of all of them, and then go from there. Oh man, it's pretty tricky. Mad Party is a tricky deck. Once you let it get rolling, and if you're not fast enough to keep up with it, you really do get manhandled quite quickly. Like, you really do get taken advantage of pretty quickly. Right, so that's how many... That's already 2 Pokemon, right? So that's already 40. Okay, so we're doing okay so far. Oh man. Yeah, so we still hit 80, so we're still managing to knock out everyone. That's important, basically. Right, so that makes it 3. Need 4 more. You need 4 more Pokemon to get a one-shot on Golisopod. And they still haven't used the supporter card yet. So that's troublesome as well. They still have not used that type of card yet. Scoop up net. Okay. I don't really know Oranguru. Oh, to keep shuffling, but you already have it. Okay, so that makes 4? Makes 4, so you need 3 more. Unless you've got all 3 quick balls in there, you're not gonna make it. Alright, let's just scoop up net again. I mean, nice advantage of scoop up net, I suppose. Right. I'm not gonna do boss's orders. I'm not gonna fish out the Sinistea. I'm gonna do Marnie and make sure he loses the Sinistea instead, or the Poltegeist instead. Right, no point in doing Crushing Hammer because we get rid of the only energy he has anyway. Might as well chuck on a Rowlet, Quick Ball, get rid of Crushing Hammer. I'm gonna get Crobat just to get extra draw. I think the main card right now that would help is probably Wimpod. Wimpod does Twin Energy, can get up quicker, he's a lot faster. Did get Decidueye though, which is fantastic. Big Charm onto Decidueye again. Take out Rare Candy. We don't really need that as much because we're not focusing on Decidueye too much. And just get Wimpod. And next turn, evolve to Golisopod again, Professor's Research, and we're good to go. Right, cool. Right, so we're doing well so far, but we did crank him up to 100, which means next turn, if he gets a twin, we will lose Golisopod. But we got the Decidueye as a payback. We do have the Decidueye as a payback card though, so that's great. We did get Communications. Should we do? I could do Communications to get rid of Golisopod in exchange for Dartrix. Because we should have the other Dartrix, and if not, I could just easily get back Golisopod anyway. Then obviously Professor's Research. Hopefully the next card we get is an Energy, because that would be very useful. Oh gosh, Roxy, what a powerful card. What a powerful card. That would be I think it would be pretty broken if Sinistea also had Mad Party. Because then you could either just do a quick one hit with Sinistea, or you could go to Poltegeist and get a draw. But either way, it'll just rack up damage. That would be so overpowered. That deck would be so overpowered. Alright, so how many Pokemon has he got rid of now? He's got rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Pokemon. So he does 140, which means Decidueye can still last because of Big Charm, but ideally, if they have Tool Scrapper, we're not going to make it. I'm just double checking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay, so they added 1 extra. 160. 1 more, and everyone is at risk. I could get Rowlet a little Executor to see if they still tank it, but if I do that, I'm just going to be focusing too much of my attention on Rowlet and Lone Executor. I could keep sniping the Bunnelby, but most likely he's probably just going to put on that Bunnelby. I'm hoping Professor's Research gets me the boss's orders, because then if that comes out, that would be amazing. So how much damage did that do? That did 160. Okay. Okay, cool. So we got Great Ball. Did we get anyone from Great Ball? Rowlet Lone Executor. I'm going to say no for now. Only reason I'm saying no is because I don't want to put him on there and then he's trapped in the active and we can't get him out. Alright, I'm going to get Dartrix. I'm going to try and see if I can get Dartrix up as fast as I can. That's his Research. So that way we don't lose anything. There's another Crobat. Okay, cool. I'm going to charge up Dartrix. Turffield Stadium. It's going to be a one-shot because Obviously, Marshallow's there, but we do have all the cards we need anyway, so that's fantastic. Right, there's Golisopod, and I'm gonna leave Crobat there. I'm gonna target the Bunnelby, and I can one-shot the Sinistea. I'm gonna say Oricorio. Bigger HP, more chance of a prize. The only reason why I'm leaving Crobat for now is because there's no point. There's no point doing it because we're just gonna get 2 cards extra. In this next turn, I can get a whole bunch more. Right, so that'll be 180. Right, well, we're knocked out. I'm hoping that in this turn... Right, there's... actually, yeah, there is a way we can do this. If I can somehow manage... If I can manage to get boss's orders, because we haven't lost one yet, so there should still be 2 in here somewhere. If I can get it in Crobat's draw, I can definitely make this count. I can definitely make this count. Right, so I'm going to put in Golisopod. Then, okay, cool, Quick Ball as well. That's fine, we can take that. I'm going to say, yeah, Energy on the Decidueye. Switch to Decidueye. Quick Ball, get rid of Skylar. And I'm going to say, how many, do we have rare candies? Do we have our rare candy? No, we don't. We don't have it. But do we have Bird Keeper? We have 2 of them. Rowlet is still very useful if we have Bird Keeper, so I'm still going to get Rowlet. And then Crobat, if he can get us boss's orders, that would be fantastic. Nope. Well, I mean, Rowlet's still pretty useful. And then Windshard, Snipe the Poltergeist. It's still pretty useful. And there's the other boss's orders. We've got both boss's orders now. But I think we got it. I think we got it. Unless he pulls off a Marnie, we've got it. But even then, he won't be able to do it. If he pulls off boss's orders, gets rid of the Decidueye, we're going to be in trouble. However, if he does anything but getting rid of the Decidueye, we've kind of got it. Actually, no, we won't. Oh, we won't. Actually, no. Yes, we will. What am I talking about? Of course we will. No, we won't. Will we? Yes, we will. Just boss's orders. Just get rid of someone. Maybe you can either get the other Bunnelby, get Sinistea, one of the 2, and you can just use the Decidueye to get rid of it. What am I thinking? I'm like, oh no, we can't do it. Yes, of course we can. Of course we can. Just take out that Bunnelby. Of course, it's boss's orders yet again for the steal, and you made the worst possible decision. That was not the best choice. Okay. I mean, no, that was really not a good choice. You got greedy. You got amazingly greedy for that. He got stupendously greedy for that. Right, cool. GG. That was incredibly greedy. Incredibly greedy. Wow, that was really big greed. Right, GG. Cool. I'm gonna say announcement time because that was pretty decent. Let's go. Okay, so Decidueye. I don't mind it. I really don't mind it actually. Decidueye being a stage 2, I've been having difficulty as of late getting stage 2s out. It's just been kind of difficult for me personally. I don't exactly know why, but since it's a grass type, Rowlet and Executor helps a lot. I know it's a big sacrifice. If you're facing something like Center Scourge, it's a fat sacrifice losing Rowlet and Lone Executor that early. But then if you do manage to get Decidueye, you could at least tank 1 or 2 attacks. I know it's hard, but try not to put in Crobat. But then, of course, that's your draw support. You're going to need to use Crobat. I know it's a bit of a long-winded thing to say, but it just helps. It really helps. I think... Just trying to think. I might want to put more emphasis on Golisopod, because then if you do go up against Center Scorch, Golisopod would probably be your best bet. Weakness energy helps a lot, but then again, something like Center Scorch would still take you out regardless. maybe adding in some sort of, I don't know, water Pokemon that could help. Maybe something like Inteleon might help. Inteleon V Max could even help. Something that doesn't need a lot of energy to use. You could, my best opinion, if you want to do any water Pokemon that would help counter it, I would say get rid of Rowlet and Non-Executor and make way for Inteleon V Max. Inteleon V Max, while yes, does take away energy, but it won't help because then it will just put on double the amount you put off. It would still do double damage, and it's got a higher HP level, won't get taken out that easily. You could even do just the normal Inteleon, still get double damage, but that way you get trainers, you get Decidueye out faster. You could do something like that. But I think in terms of this case, it's not going to be a top tier deck. As good as Decidueye wants to be, it's not the best. Its ability is amazing. Only problem is it's a stage 2. You could argue and put in Altaria, but then you'd have no main attacker. You'd just be relying on Golisopod and V or GX decks, which 9 times out of 10 you'll reach, but then there's that 1 out of 10 where it's not, and then you're just going to be doing minimal damage, relying on things like Dedenne or Crobat. But then if they use Chinchino, you've basically got nothing. So it's down to you. But I think otherwise it works out fairly well. The Decidueye's ability works great, locks off Vs and GXs, you have to rely on other Pokemon. But however, being in mind though that there are still single prize Pokemon that aren't Vs or GXs that can still take you out. Things like Volcanion, if you have 4 energy minimum, you can still take out the Decidueye very well. Bolton, Baby Bolton would work well for electric decks. Either or Boltons, just as long as it's not Bolton V. There's still a few that you could probably, I don't know, maybe find. There you got things like Hooper, who could do a 2-shot. You just put in Hiding Darkness Energy and a switch, and that's it. But I mean, other than that, there's not really much else. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little build anyway. Let me know what you think. If you guys think I should add anything, let me know. If you guys think I should take anything away, let me know. Also, if you guys want me to try out any deck specifically, let me know in the comments. I'm more than happy to try it out. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed, always click like and always click on the video. Guys, always welcome back, and I'll see you all in the next video. Alright, guys, take care, and I'll see you all later. Okay, bye!